will film it. Kiss the death, friend, protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss the death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And right away, he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And on the ground they go with a running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Detroit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a 1st down and more for Gordon. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! Blue line it! Over! Blue line it! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Gone!
They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch him now, Barney!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Leopard! Gone! Watch him now, Barney! Over!
He'll look to throw. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Richmond! Hey! 280! Target!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Target! Down! Richmond! 2 jet!
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. William Hayes able to drop him for a loss of 4. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Mostert now to return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. And it's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a give to Penny. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll go on the ground. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Barkevious Mingo. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Penny, a first down carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The Titans on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.